And Francesca said buenos dias and hello.
Hola.
So I'm going to remind you that it's hard for me to check chat while we're sharing screen. So if you have a question, just break in with your microphone. And if you can, if you don't have a microphone, I get it.
We'll try to keep an eye on the chats for him.
And I'm going to share screen.
So we can. Fine.
So today we're going to talk about the new and improved Better Homes and Gardens marketing suite.
Good.
Some of it's social media that's working well. Some of it is if you want to make flyers, and I'll try to answer questions, but I like to keep it short so you guys can play around in there.
Little chunks, baby.
So one of the things that I did to try to make it easier for you now is if you log into our betterks.org, and hopefully most of you can log in or know how to log in. Let me shrink this all the way down and move it down to here. Go back to my dashboard. So when you are in the betterks.org and you see your dashboard and it's got all the little stuff up there, one of the things we have is apps and tools. And for those who have never been there, apps and tools are links to a variety of the tools that we suggest you use. Several of them are what we call single sign-on. So MoxieWorks, you click here and you're signed in. Greenhouse, you click there and you're signed in. I've added the Marketing Center because I found it a little cumbersome to log into the greenhouse, surf to the marketing, find the marketing, figure out which one you're doing. I fixed that.
Oh, you're awesome.
Hey, Greg,
Yeah.
on this screen, if we log in and we're here where you're at, we should be able to log into Greenhouse without putting in any more credentials.
Correct.
Is that something that just recently changed? Because I always have to log in.
You may have to push the login button.
I have to put in my username and password, and I have to do the
Whenever
little
you have that issue,
verification thing.
you should tell us so that we can help you fix that.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay. But in general, you can go in and click Marketing Center, and it's going to look around and see what it's got to do, and it's going to take me right to the Marketing Center. And this is the first time I've done it this way. So I clicked log in, and there I am, right where I need to be. That's a lot easier than fishing around in the greenhouse.
Yes.
Now, one thing you'll find out is that the greenhouse credentials, if you've logged in sometime in the morning or into Moxie or stuff like that, you won't come up with the screen where you also have to push login like I did here. But if you're not doing that, you can see it's just a simple button click on login, and here I am. Okay. So the first thing I want to talk about in here in this Marketing Center is the social tool, because it is recently updated. To give a little background, Facebook and Instagram are owned by the Facebook mother company called Meta. Facebook doesn't like people to be able to automatically post things, especially to your own personal account versus your business account. So it messes with it all the time. We have an agreement now with Meta that should fix that, but part of the agreement is you can only automatically post to your business page. You cannot post to your personal page. Having said that, once it's on your business page, you log into Facebook, you can share it right over to your personal page. Yes,
Question.
Lynn,
Instagram.
we're going to look at that.
Do you have to have a business Instagram also?
I don't know.
Yes.
Let's find out.
The answer is yes.
Okay.
So when you click on social tool, it takes you to what they consider their social tool. Now, there's other places to do things, but let's look at this for a moment. First, you want to connect your business pages. So you will go to the little click here that
Okay, hold on one sec, pretty please.
says my social profile. I'd be shocked. We'll look at that independently later.
Okay, thank you.
You don't have it either? Oh, you don't have
Do
it.
you have things that say articles, images, videos, and all that? Nope. Then you're on the wrong page.
Problem solved.
Except it doesn't have this. Well, we'll look at that in a bit then. You click on my social profile and you'll see I have no upcoming scheduled posts because on business page, you can schedule posts out. So you could say, I want to post this tomorrow and this next Thursday and that Friday and so on. And down below it, you'll see this stuff. But I also over here on the right-hand side, I have article feeds,
That'd be the left-hand side.
left-hand side,
You're the right.
the other right.
You're the right.
Social accounts. And under social accounts, it says connect this new social account, or it says connected social accounts. Now, notice here, and why I said I'm not sure to the answer of Cheryl's question, it says connect any Facebook business page. It is not personal, it is business. Here it says connect Instagram pages managed through Facebook. So the answer is probably you'll need to have a business page, but I don't know for sure.
It's whatever account that you are managing through Facebook to Instagram is where it will go.
And to do that, you have to have a business
Business
page.
to business, personal to personal. Since personal will not work with the social tool, connect it to your business.
And there's a reason for
I
that.
don't think I have a business Instagram.
Well, and there's a reason for that. Meta wants to make sure we're not selling t-shirts through our personal page on a push type basis. You see, you can do that on business pages. You really want to separate the two. If you don't have a business Instagram page, please talk to King. She's pretty good at that. She's helped Cheryl, I know. I know you've helped people as well. But I heard one time I sent Cheryl up there and she called me 2 minutes later and said, oh my gosh, she's fast.
It's done. I spent an hour. He was like 92 seconds.
Ray, try to refresh your page, just see that. Okay, then. So this is where you're going to have to connect your business page. If you don't have any accounts hooked up, it's not going to help you to use this tool. Can you understand that? It can't automatically push things out. In the social tool, now we're only in the social tool part of that marketing page. We'll go back to it in a minute. Once you have these hooked up, and if I want to connect a different one, I click on connect, and it's going to take me to the Facebook login page. If you are already logged into Facebook, it won't take you there. It's going to automatically go to your account.
Good.
Let me say that again. If you're already logged into Facebook or Instagram or LinkedIn, then you don't have to put credentials in here. It will automatically open that up. So I'm going to go back. And once you have these set up, you never have to come to this page again unless you want to connect something else. So I could connect my Twitter account or the company formerly known as Twitter, because it's now X. I know that sounds weird, but nobody's using Twitter anymore. So I don't care. You know, their value has gone down so much. Once you have that done, I don't think you need to be in here much more. Now, I have not played with article feeds. I don't know anything about this.
Greg, before we go to another topic, can we go back to the social Facebook posting? Can you walk us through getting ready to post something?
We're going to do that in a minute.
Okay.
All I was doing right now was just, we're in this my social profile link.
Thanks.
Okay. You have a question, Pam?
Physical therapy.
Aw.
Okay. So as Cheryl said, Let's go back to the articles. Because that's where you're going to do some stuff. You also have properties in here. These are the two places you're probably going to do most of your stuff. But you got to hook up your accounts first or it doesn't do much. So the articles that are in here are everything is showing up right now. Or you could say, I only want the real estate association articles. Well, there are things about fair housing, about Kenny Parcells, about the NAHREP, the Hispanic section, and so on. But I don't want associations because while that's of interest to me, probably not interesting to your clients. BHGRE blogs. Well, these blogs could be from the magazine. It could be from other BHGRE blogs that could be in here. And this, you'll probably find some things that are more appealing to your homeowner. How to take care of your swimming pool. How to, oh, I don't know, 15 ways to fake an entry. And so I'm going to try to post that right now. I'm going to share it. And here this comes up. And it's got all the stuff on here I need. That's the article in total. And when it shows on Facebook, it's going to be condensed with a little click more. And if I want to post to social, that means the social media I already have connected. So I click on it. Choose the account. Well, that's pretty straightforward. What account do I want to post it to? Well, I want it on my Facebook page. Yay. And for some reason, my Instagram's not coming up. And it's probably because I don't have it to the business side, right? Okay. I could put it on LinkedIn. But just for now, let's go through there. And let me back up. If you need help getting an Instagram business page or something's not showing up there, please check with Kenya, Tracy, find out if you've got an Instagram business page set up. I now have the account. I need to put in some sort of personalized message here. And that's why it popped up and said message, because it's not going to let me publish it until I put something in here that is personal for me, that suggests why they should look at this article. Yes, Tracy.
I'm pretty sure it'll let you do that without putting a message in.
Nope. See here, publish it.
How
straight up.
rude.
Yep.
But you didn't click schedule.
Well, you can publish it straight or you can schedule, either way.
Okay.
So we're going to go in here and we're just going to, I need, and see how publish pops up, to build, oops, what happened there?
The heck?
God said no.
I guess so. Must have hit the keyboard to do something. I need to build, I'm not recording, am I?
Yeah.
Yes, you are.
Okay, thank you. I need to build one of these for my grandchildren.
Mm.
And from there, now that I've picked the article, I've got the picture, I've got my message, I can do one of two things. I can schedule it or I can publish it. Publish is pretty straightforward. You push publish and you're there. We'll catch up in a minute, Julio. Schedule is something that in my mind, I imagine you're all going to do. You're going to sit down once a week on Monday morning at 8 o'clock and schedule a week worth of posts out so you don't have to do this every day.
Or a month, or holidays.
Yep.
I used to, when I was running the page, I would do this every Monday morning for the entire week, 7 days. Monday was a good time to start it, you know, those kind of things. My first day back at work. You guys may not want Monday because you've worked all weekend. But if it were me and I wanted to post consistently, I would try to pick a day that I'm going to schedule. And then I'd pick the articles I want to do and be done with it. So I'm going to schedule it. And I can't schedule it in the past. So I've got to go in the future. And let's say that I want this article to come out Monday the 2nd. Well, what time do I want it to come out? Sometimes new posts go into people's feeds. If you do it at midnight, they may get pushed way down. So I may want to do it like at 10 o'clock in the morning, or I may want to do it at 5 in the afternoon. So it gives you the chance to pick your time. I'm going to go 5, and I'm going to go AM. Oh, I didn't like AM. Let's go 5 PM. Pick that date again. I want 5 still is picked, but I want PM. And now I'm going to publish it.
Good.
And while we can't see it here in the house, what it says down here is post the schedule for 10/2 October at 5 PM. Publish. And now it's telling me what my upcoming scheduled are. I can put 7 of them in there and I'm going to know what they are and I'm done.
Only 7 or just?
Oh, you can put as many as you want. You can put in 30, you can put in
Okay.
100. Everybody got that?
It would be really cool if we could tell how many people actually clicked on the link to see how many people responded to the article.
That,
You can see it on your Facebook page.
Okay.
So what if you wanted to integrate a personal post, and can you put a personal post to
Absolutely.
schedule on here?
Custom post. So I would go into custom post. I want to choose my accounts. Well, I've got that same one again because I don't have that hooked up. And I want to put in, oh, they got my picture updated. Good. I can attach media because posts are better with pictures, videos. I'm going to go in here and pick something. Well, these are things that they have loaded for you. Here's how you upload your own. And if you want to sort through, if you want to go through everything, you can go back to my images. Well, these are some that I've uploaded in the past. Let's go back to BHGRE. It lets me also filter through by, do I want them to be square, portrait, landscape, panoramic? And do I want them to have predominantly a particular color?
So
Maybe Cheryl, let's pick on Sandra for a minute. Maybe Sandra has developed her own logo. I'm full of my home, something along that line, and it's in purple. So she goes, ooh, I want a lavender or purple colored things because that's going to go better with my logo. Now, they're not all lavender, you can tell that, but they've got lavender in them or predominantly that way. Let's go to red. Now we're looking at things that have red in them or some red or so on. But I think most of the time you're going to scroll through and say, ooh, I like that. Well, let's go this. Okay, there's my picture.
dream homes are my specialty.
I love living where they
Buffalo Run.
filmed, I'm just making
Yellowstone.
something up, Dallas with my horses.
Okay. Okay.
What?
Nothing.
Now I can remove media, I can change media, I can schedule it, or I can publish it. I'm not going to do this because it's actually going to go out the minute I do
Right.
this. So, Okay, that's your custom post. Properties. Now, you can't put something in the MLS and expect it to be here in 10 minutes. It could take a couple of hours, it could be overnight, and so on. And you'll also notice you can put anybody's listing from our company on your Facebook page because it's shared appropriately. So let's say I want to put on my business page, I don't think that's a lot of money for that house.
I think you should put the one on Plantation.
Huh? Plantation, where's it at?
Down.
Down?
On the left side, right, like there.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully we get an offer.
Since you spoke up first. Now, I picked that property and you'll notice immediately it brings up some recommended social posts. It brings up flyers I can make at the same time. it goes up to the standard brand, flyers, postcards, whatever. But I want to do this one. Sandra might want to do the one with her house on it. I've never done this before, so I'm going to see what happens immediately. I click view social. Post to your connected account. Schedule for the future. If I want to copy a link to put on my personal page, I can do that. I can share it to my business page. And on my business page in the corner, it will say share. Share it over to my personal page. Not ready to share, edit and perfect your post. Okay, well, let's see what that says. It's a nice little picture. If I don't like that logo, I can, I think, choose a different one or take it off. No logo, or put the black one on. Oh, I want the black one. Because maybe it doesn't overlay on her picture the right way. So now I've got the black one up there. I could change primary pictures. Well, I can replace the image and I want to see where it takes me to. Oh, those are all the pictures that are in the MLS. Maybe I don't want the outside of the house. Maybe I think this is more representative of what I want to show. Because that's nice. But boy, you put that kitchen in there and it's more attractive to me. So it pulls all your MLS photos
That is
over
a
as
good
well.
picture.
So we're done. I'm going to put finish editing. Name to document it. That's just a name. I can put the address in there. What's the address? Plantation?
818 Plantation.
And finish. There you go. I'm not scheduling it for the future. I've already posted it. I'm kind of done now. Everybody got that? Let's
So,
see.
okay, you said that we can use other agents' houses. Does that mean we have permission to use their pictures?
Let me
Oh,
tell
that's a
you
good
how
question.
this works. If it's in the MLS, you've already got permission to use pictures.
Wait a minute.
Let me
By
rephrase.
you, yes, rephrase that because that
Yeah.
is
Let
copyright.
me say this. If it's in the MLS under our listing, you have permission to use those pictures by virtue of putting it in the MLS. It is my listing as a broker. You can put anybody's listing in. This will not bring up listings from somebody else.
Some for other brokers.
You know, if you post MLS pictures, it's copyrighted material. Let's say you're entering a listing that expired from somebody else and you go back and just use
Mhm.
their pictures.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a $15,000 fine for each photo.
15,000?
Uh-huh. That's copyrighted. Yeah.
There's a reason reason for that. Several
It's-
years ago, people were using pictures from, it wasn't Adobe, but one of those similar ones.
Mm-hmm.
And what that company did is they had put a tracer in their photos so it found wherever it would show up. So they found that the MLS picture was showing up on Wygan's website, and they said, hey, Wygan's got a lot of money. We're going to go sue them. Oh, and Berkshire Hathaway's got a lot of money. We're going to go sue them. So they were bringing lawsuits for every IDX photo that was showing up on a public-facing website. We can't have that. You can't make Wygan get a lawsuit. That's dangerous for a lot of people. So that's why that is.
And
Okay.
I've been through those hearings and it's scary.
It
People are
is
cheating
scary.
a little.
So I've kind of gone through briefly how to look at articles, how you can post properties, how to create a custom post. Does anyone have a question on this part of the marketing center?
It's very simple.
Simple is what I like. So I tried to make it simple for you to get into, simple to use. I like that when I click on a property, I have a choice of printing a flyer at the same time I'm doing a social post. Yes, sure.
When we have a new listing, we get an email from Boost and we click
Mhm.
on it and
Uh-huh.
it shoots it out to Facebook and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So if we go into this and do another, is that like overkill?
No, there's two different ways this works. This is a post directly to your business page, or to, if you share it to your personal page there. Boost is an actual advertisement that pops up on the right-hand side.
Oh,
So that's free 3 days of advertisement that will pop up on appropriate people's sites in this area. You don't want that popping up in New Zealand, right? Okay, so it kind of fishes out and finds people that would be more appropriate.
But you will not find it on your page.
Yeah, you'll never see it.
Okay.
You'll never
good to
see it.
know. Because I thought that's where it went.
Isn't,
Okay, thank
isn't
you.
that Boost? Now, are you talking about Boost through
Boost.
Facebook or Boost through BHGRE?
I'm
It's-
talking about BHG's Boost that we get
Is-
the email after we put a new listing in.
Right.
Doesn't that cost like $79?
No, you get 3 days advertising for free.
And then
All
can
you have to
extend it.
do is approve the ad.
Yeah.
Then they'll happily take your money to extend it.
I
Right.
was gonna say, I was charged $79 like 3 different times
Yep.
because I clicked on something and I'm like, well, what did I just click
Well,
on?
no, next time read through it very carefully, but you get free 3 days
Oh, I love it.
if you approve the ad. If you
Okay.
don't approve the ad, it goes nowhere.
Gotcha.
You can, let's see, we talked about all that. I like kind of the dash Meredith articles. And you can see, you can scroll down and get quite a few. The more you go, the more you get more articles.
Now,
really
if you look, some of these have the little Twitter. They're recommending that's what it goes best with,
Okay.
because
We'll go to Facebook though.
because of the way that it's formatted, the way it looks. It's best on Twitter. That's what they've posted on Twitter.
It will, and it may also be where they pull it from.
Right.
So it may very well still work, but I like things with pictures. So this one says travel leisure from Twitter, and this is what it's going to look like when you post it. And if I want to post to social media and I've already chosen it, see, it kind of shows it's going to take them back to Twitter,
That's cool.
Yeah.
but I get to look at what it's going to look
That's very
like on my page.
Can you show us, Greg? Okay, here it is, October nearly, and I want to prepare October, November, and December holidays to go out.
Okay, let's
How
see.
would we find the holiday?
Well, that's a darn good question.
And I can answer that.
Right up here at the top where it says keyword search.
Okay. No?
No,
No, it won't work.
go ahead.
There you go. That's it. That part, the searching for specific articles, pictures like that does not work.
Okay.
Oh,
You will have to make
do
your
the custom and make my own.
right,
Okay.
right. Because believe me, Kenya and I have blown up corporate about this, and they're like, "Oh, bummer."
I can't
You know,
believe they don't have that set up.
Now, if you don't click anything or just leave it on all BHGRE blogs, you will see some of their holiday posts. Most of them, I will warn you, are old.
Yeah.
There's no dates. You have to research it. Like right now, we're in the middle of Hispanic month, middle of September to the middle of October. Those got posted on there as you see during images and videos.
Okay.
Those are in there.
So if you go to images and videos, National Hispanic, they just put that up because we're kind of there. You have to scroll back down to find,
But you'll find the older ones, you won't find anything moving forward.
Okay.
well, they'll create them, but they'll create them a week out or a
Right.
couple
That's,
of,
yeah,
right.
okay.
Right.
So I could get Father's Day and schedule it for next year.
Gotcha.
I could go down past Teacher's Day. There's some Hispanic ones here. Turn up the music, Earth Day. So they do post the old ones in here if you want to schedule
Okay.
out. And some of them are GIFs and some of them are different, but they're here. You just have to go down a long ways to get them.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. So let's go back to the marketing center for a minute. This next thing I want to show you in the marketing center, because I don't want to run us out of time anywhere, are the testimonial sections. So if you guys provide us with your client's email when you do a transaction, we put it in the system and they get emailed a testimonial following a closing. Yes, ma'am.
If we enter their email when we are entering the transaction, do you automatically do it?
It
Mhm.
automatically does it
Okay,
for you. It's nothing
Okay.
we have to click on or do.
If you don't give us email, then of course we can't send them a testimonial.
Okay.
In the testimonial section, you'll find I have a 5 out of 5 star for my 1 rating. I can look at my reviews, and you can set it up so that your testimonials go to your Moxie website. This is relatively complex. It is silly for me to show you to do it right at the moment, but the instructions are fairly clear, and they give you, here's what you do on step 1, and that's where you click. Here's what you do on step 2, and that's where you click, and so on. So I would have 2 screens up, my website, and follow the instructions, but you can create a page for all your testimonials to go on your public facing website. Yes, Cheryl.
before you publish the testimonials, do we have the opportunity to approve them, kind of like we do the boost ads? I mean, what if it's a really 1-star poopy? I mean, we don't want that stuff published.
I'm going to have to go and I'll ask Elizabeth the rules.
The testimonials,
But the fact is, I believe they have a minimum star level that they
I
have
think
to
that's
have
important.
before they'll be published. I don't know what that level is. I'm guessing 4 or 4 and 5, but
Can you click on choose reviews?
I will, well,
Because that might answer that question. Include all of my reviews.
there you go.
There it
when you
is.
choose reviews, include all, include only the reviews I specify, so I
Okay.
could hand go in
Okay.
here,
That's excellent.
or include all reviews with 4 stars and above.
And that is like a toggle. I set it and forget it.
Right.
Right. So if I go 4 and above, and I want both buyers and sellers, there you go.
Thank you. That's great.
All right. Thank you, both of
Okay,
you.
go back.
Now, I'm sorry, what's the question? You're looking.
I'm trying to remember. You went into reviews?
Uh-huh.
That
Right,
was-
and I'll go back to
okay.
that page. Let me
Choose-
go back to that page so we're all on it.
Okay.
Up here, there's a section called testimonials.
Okay.
On testimonials, we come right to here. Go to reviews to choose what you're going to do. Choose reviews. You can feature some if you want. So if you have 1 or 2 reviews that you think are absolutely the best, you can choose to feature them or put them at the very top, and all the other ones will autofill below. And you have a template to use to show them. So your template can be the distinctive or the company default. There's not much difference here. Do you like black or green? But at least you get a choice. I mean, right? So this is what it would look like if people were looking at it.
Can you, like, go back into old Zillow reviews and copy and paste them and have them post from?
No,
Okay. They have to come from a specific ID address?
well, Zillow doesn't like you to post their reviews anywhere but on Zillow.
Mhm.
So they aren't going to make it an auto feed. You can copy them and you could, I think, effectively figure out how to make one and put it in here.
That's what I was asking.
But I don't know that I've ever seen it done, so I'm going to have to figure that part out and let you know further. For now, let's get this at least working for you
Mhm.
Yeah.
and get it where it's showing up.
Well, my thought is this, if I put that up there and somebody goes into my review, I mean, can anybody go into my review and say, oh, they only have 1 review? Like Google will tell you how many people have reviewed you.
Well, let's think about this in another way. I'm I would give you 75% that we could set up a page that you could paste in, 4 or 5
Mhm.
from other sites, and then below it, start the auto feed of these.
Oh my God.
I can do that. It will not be something I can do in a couple of minutes. It will take me a little longer. Because first you have to copy them, and then we have to put them in here and put the script in below where we want it to be.
Yeah, that was my thing. I mean, if I've been in the business 20 years and I only have one review,
Well,
it's just not going to look good.
and let's look at it a different way.
That's me.
As you start at this, turning this on for you,
Uh-huh.
you may want to wait till you have 4 or 5 reviews before you turn that page on to the public on your website. So if you start providing us emails now, the reviews will come in, we'll look at the reviews, and then we'll start saying, okay, now that I have 5, I'm going to turn that page on and let them continue to build.
My thought is this. My thought is, because this is actually a post from this website or program, it's not going to track it's not going to display how many actual reviews I've had in my
Correct.
lifetime. So I don't know that that's a problem. That's what I was asking.
I don't think it's a problem. And in just the same way, these won't show up on Google.
Dang it.
I know. So it's difficult to find a program that will post everywhere you want it to go all the time. All I would say about this is, if you're going to have a website and this is automated, set it and forget it, and then go on to something else.
Yeah.
Okay. A couple of other quick things I'll show in here. Pinpoint.
I need to learn more about that. I need to learn more about that.
Well, go learn about Pinpoint. Let me tell you what it is, and I'm not going to show you. I'm just telling it. Pinpoint makes available to you the BHGRE Meredith database of consumers that they sell magazines to. They don't make it for free. And sometimes I like, let's see, start a new search. How far do I want to go? 3 miles. Okay.
Well, what if you want to go nationwide to see if there's somebody that wants to, like Brenda's horse farm?
Well, I can tell you on Brenda's horse, she ended up calling them and say, I need to know more
Oh, gotcha.
because I can't find anything.
Gotcha.
And they were able to help her.
Gotcha.
And the same way with this 6 miles, but that's a phone call.
Right.
I could do an optional. I don't want to do that. And I'm looking for my move forward button. Continue. So I have a potential 18,000 people there. Well, I don't want 18,000 people, but I'm just going with it now. And I'm going. And then once I'm in here, I can say, well, do I want first-time buyers? Do I want move-up buyers? Do I want a luxury buyer? Do I want somebody who is a secured home? I don't know what that
Second
is.
home buyer.
Huh?
Second home buyer.
Second home buyer. Thank you. Let's say I want luxury. And it's going to whittle down the list. And then I can say, what income do I want them to have? Well, if they're luxury, I want them to have more money. And then on housing, I want a house that's worth 400 to 500, and I have a list of 417 people.
What I don't like about this though is it's utilizing a database of our clients that we're basically selling to our agents. My clients could be in there,
Yes, they could.
and I don't like that.
I understand. But at the same token, we're actually picking on clients that are buying magazines. There's lists out there all over
Yeah.
the place. There's
Yeah.
lists of real estate agents. There's lists of magazines, of Target shoppers, of Toyota owners, all kinds of things.
Yeah.
And there is a disclaimer on it that says if you already have your home listed, so on and so forth. It is doing a geo farm. And you have to decide if you want to do geo farms or not. I'm not thrilled with the few targets we have here because I know they can whittle it down more, but you have to call somebody. And then you have to pay for this initial list. But after you purchase it, it also gives you the option to download the entire list into your database.
Now, what does the list consist of?
Name, address. I don't-
Email, phone number?
I don't know if it has email or phone number. It
Okay.
may depend on each person.
Okay.
Brenda's used it before. You may ask her.
Okay.
But I'm going to get out of the. I just wanted you to know that Pinpoint's there.
Oh, and what I want to do is send up a geographical farm area. right?
Mhm,
I mean,
mhm.
just.
Nobody can hear you. I know. It's irritating.
I'm wanting to set up a geographical farm, and it's just like, say, a 4 square block area. It's not very big. So if I go customize that map and
Mm-hmm.
put my geographical area in, it's only going to show people in that neighborhood that have BHG magazine.
Correct. Or
Yeah.
There is other places you can buy list
right.
that would be more efficient for you.
But it's also not just the BHG magazine. It's Meredith, Food and Wine, Travel and Leisure.
Mhm.
It's
Right.
anybody that buys
Meredith.
any of those magazines.
And Dot Dash is about the biggest digital marketer in the world. So they pull from that as well.
Hmm.
Just telling you, it's not bad. Buy BHG. You know, again, I kind of like the navigation here because remember, we clicked on one button, we go here and we can find a lot easily. And this is where you can look at the magazines and those kind of things. I don't know how powerful it is, but there you go. I've shown you.
Do that again.
What?
Totally spaced out and you're like, oh, we're done.
Okay, so you're in Buy BHG, and you want to buy magazines.
Is that where you can buy the t-shirts or anything or just
No.
magazines?
No, this is
Okay.
magazines, personalized magazine subscriptions.
Isn't that automatically, well, don't we sign up for that after we close on a house through?
I tried to run it through betterks.org. Very
Okay.
few people actually participated in that.
Okay.
Ooh, that's an option. I didn't even know it was an option.
I
I'd be
had
all
it
over
set up
that.
so it would pop up on your Better KS whenever you sold a house. You click one button, it fills in the name, address, and
Is that still an option? I mean,
probably, but I'd have to search to find it again because I only had a couple of people ever used it.
I
well,
used it
I-
a couple of times and then I
Yeah.
would forget.
yeah,
But you can do it through
But
here.
you
and
can
it's
do it
just as
through here as
simple.
well.
Yeah.
just manually.
Yeah.
So that's
is what
the
I've been
Buy
doing.
BHG and Media Center. Going back to where's the heritage and all of that, macaroni and cheese. These are a bunch of things that they've loaded that you can put on your Facebook page.
Okay, question.
Yes,
Social, Security First title has their app
Mhm.
Yes, they
that
do.
has some really fabulous charts and stuff.
Correct.
Can we do a custom marketing and go and grab that and share it to Facebook?
You would have
Sure.
to go into their app, save it to your computer or phone, and then upload it to this. But
Okay,
yes,
okay.
So what Cheryl's talking about, for those who don't know, on this dashboard page, we added the Security First Agent app.
Oh, okay.
nice.
Gotcha.
That way you don't have to go remember what it's called and so on.
I'm sorry, I was blessing somebody. Can you go back and do that again?
No, you missed
Everyone's
it. I'm
spacing out today.
back in the Better KS
Yes,
dashboard.
Yes,
We have the Security First Agent app right here.
yes.
So you don't have to remember it. You can download it for your phone. Works pretty decent on the phone. You can log in online,
That's awesome. Okay.
and I'm trying to remember
Mm,
what my login credentials are because it didn't save it, it looks like.
Mhm.
And continuing to try over and over and not succeed will get you nowhere. Just click forgot password.
And I forget what the charge is, but it's like $20 for the year or $15.
It's even lower than that, I think. It's pretty cool.
Premium is And if you have any questions, get a hold of Tammy. She's our rep for this.
Yeah.
There's the monthly, they've already built for you ones, because every month they change them.
And that should show up under our apps and tools on the dashboard.
No,
no,
Oh.
it's on the dashboard. If you go into the center
Links.
portion, links and docs on your dashboard right here in the center,
links and docs,
that's where you'll find it.
Bottom.
Security First app.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
And I don't know what the subscription is.
It's like $7 a year or something. It's
it-
really cheap.
It's like $10 a year, whatever it's worth, it,
Mhm.
$1 a month or something ridiculous. You can change your colors, templates, and so on, but you have posts for buyers. Oh, not only does it have all that stuff, but it'll figure what your insurance and your stuff is to buy a home, to sell a home. It's got a variety of calculators in here that you can use.
I keep forgetting about this app.
It's
I
got
know,
the
right?
estimates, and all of those things are free. You just have to put it in here. But the premium portion is where they have all of the recommended for you infographics, what Cheryl was kind of talking about. And these are a variety of posts and videos that you can put on. And there are hundreds of them in here.
Yeah.
Literally hundreds.
Can you edit them to make them more personal, like if you want to be branding them?
Well, this says real estate nerd, for example. So that's a filter lens. So
What does that
yeah,
mean?
you can add your picture to that.
And if you see on the top right, it says logo.
Mm-hmm. Top,
Right, your other right. There you go. See?
okay.
And then you can drag your logo where you want it.
What if
But-
we have our own logo? Can we go and pull that in?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Ask Tammy.
Okay, okay, fair enough.
I also know that I think some of these posts are not what they call the filtered lens, if you will.
A filtered lens means you can,
You can add photos and things like
Okay.
that underneath them. So if I go into inventory
what's
explain,
swipeable? Oh, I'll play with it. I'm sorry. I shouldn't take time for this.
I'll bet you this will. I don't know if you can do anything or not. It looks to me like a lot of this is stationary, except what is over here that I can actually edit.
Right.
So I can't take this writing out and edit it.
Got it.
I can put the numbers in. But that's another tool that's very good for marketing to social media.
There's not 10 month supply though. I mean, I'm looking at that. I looked at
That
that
was
and I-
just default numbers. You
Yeah,
can change
you
those.
put
Yeah,
it-
they were just.
Oh, okay, okay.
Put your numbers, Greg's numbers in there.
On our dashboard. Right in the middle of the page, it says links and docs. And down below, it says Security First Agent app.
We're all zoning today.
Yeah, I know, everybody does. Now, there's more I could show you in here, but let's face it. We've had plenty. Nothing on here can you break. You can go back in here and look at printing postcards and downloading this and that. But for the most part, I think I've shown you what I wanted to. And I like that it has a notice up here where you left off.
Mhm.
It'll take me right back to where I was. So I don't, if I get interrupted and log out or whatever, I can do that. So having said that, do we have any questions from the online people?
Stop share.
I'm trying to do the free app for Security First.
Uh-huh.
And it's asking me to choose a title rep, but
Yep.
Kathy's not even listed on here.
That's because
She's not
Kathy
your
is
rep.
not a rep. She is a closer.
Tammy.
Oh, gotcha.
Tammy.
Amy
Who's the rep?
Feather.
Amy works,
Amy?
Tammy works, that kind of thing.
And Tammy is our,
Gotcha.
Tammy is our rep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. I am going to stop the recording then.
stop sharing first.
Thanks, Greg.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
And there we go.
Thank you.